think I missed Parker's goal. No, you gotta watch it. Definitely did not film that shit. Hey, you can film that. I'm done. What? You want to film it? Say you back before. feels like this. You missed it.
Our camera guy.
Oh, the ass are here now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else we're gonna do. Sub chaotic crew. We had an issue here. The arm's done for the game. I don't know what we're gonna do. So stay tuned. We're getting pretty chaotic.
Fuck the raid.
3 people actually watched that too.
3 people got here?
Ah, there's an ad on my thumb.
It's number 5 kids been fucking rockers.
Does this have audio? Oh, this is awkward. Plus media whenever we got top secrets.
What if it didn't work? See, it's a bad one.
There you go. Is this on YouTube or where is this?
Yeah. Should I hop in chat?
You hop in chat.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Those are emojis.
Thanks for the roses. Don't send a galaxy.
I love chaos.
Yeah. Deegan passes to 4. 4 back to Deegan. Deegan will go down the wall with it. Down the wall is Deegan. Pick on Parks. Parker Forrest falls. Deegan with a shot up clock. And he rips it, and it's off the post. Big post for the Rage. Rage will get the ball back. Ball starting with number 4. Number 4, pass over to number 25. 25 rips, and it hits the ref. Ref soaks it. Chaos with the ball. Chaos down the floor. You can't see shit, but Chaos does have it. Grant moving with the ball. Grant over to Jet. Jet will carry the ball for a little here. Jet down the ball. Back up to Dash. Dash will take a look and chooses not to. Cross to Jerkoff. Kirkhoff will pass to Dickey. Michael Dick. Shot attempt saved. Shot clock will give the ball back to the Rage. Rage will start with the ball on their own end. Covered by Jet. Some big hits going on. You can't see. I'm sorry. I can't do much about this. Over and back. This should be Chaos ball. Chaos with the ball. Number 29. Brady Weasel Fat. Up the floor to Jet Batisho. Batisho to Sheen. Sheen shoots. Sheen scores! Oh my God! That was so chaotic! Number 11, Austin Sheen with a big goal for the Chaos. Score will now be 14-3 for the Chaos. I would get so upset if we were muted. No, they can hear all this.
You're not?
Jaw here between the 5s. Michael Dick and whoever number 5 on the Rage is. W. Austin, thanks for the kind shots. We do appreciate it over here on the Chaos channel. Thanks for tuning in today. We got more games next weekend. Hopefully we'll be live there too. Someone's parents are just trying to watch this. 5 for the Rage, carries the ball into Chaos zone. Ball's knocked loose, picked up by Evan Rieger. Evan Rieger, number 2-2, will move up the floor. He's over half, waiting for an old guy. Still with the ball. Ball gets passed over to Michael Dick. Michael Dick will go down the boards. He'll sit there for a second. Coming back up, Michael Dick still with the ball. Michael Dick goes across to Devin. Devin will take a step in, try a swim move, doesn't work. He has open net, and it's save made by the goalie. That was Olivia for the Rage. Female Team Canada goalie there. She's standing her own. 47 shots, 14 goals, not too bad there. Too many. That will give the ball back to the Chaos. Chaos Down the middle with a shot, and save made by Olivia once again. Dash with the ball. Dash will pass over to Devin. Devin walking with the ball in the corner, even though you can't see it. Devin up top, back to Dash. That pass is missed, picked up by Sheen. Olivia makes the save. Number 11 for the Rage will pick it up in the crease. He'll jog it out, covered by, who is it, Connor. Sheen will make a hit, pretty light hit. But that's enough to get the 8 seconds we need. Now go back to Chaos ball. Chaos with the ball. It is Dash with the ball. Over to Carter Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff to Dick. Dick looking for a pass. Will pass over to Sheen. Sheen with the ball. Looking for a gap. Pass back to Dash. And Dash took it down by traffic in the way. Olivia with the ball in her own crease. Passing up to number 4 for the Rage. Hit made by, I can't see any numbers anymore. This will go back into the Chaos zone. Being carried by number 14. 14 up to their captain. That is number 7. And the Chaos will take a penalty on this one. I believe the call is hit from behind. 2 minutes for Austin Sheen. And the Rage will have a chance to capitalize here. I think I find my passion here. This might be my calling in life. Number 2-3, walking into the zone. Start the Rage power play. Pass across to number 15. That is Deegan. Back to 2-3. 23 down to the corner to 25. 25. Pass to Deegan. Pass is missed. Should be over and back. Refs are blind though. That's unfortunate, but we got her. Over and back, call made this time, thank the Lord. And Chaos will get the ball. Number 17, that is Hale. Max Lester with the ball. Pass across to Devin. Devin, fake a pass and go to the boards. Going into the Rage zone. This tripod really sucks, I'm doing my best. Shot made by Michael Dick, saved by Olivia. And the Rage will get the ball back in their own zone. Up the floor, pass made by 11, up to 23, pass is missed. Loose ball, missed by both teams, and it is picked up by number 5 of the Rage. Big hit, I know you couldn't see it, but that was a good one there. That was a bone crusher. Speaking of bone crushers, that's no fun. Pass across to number 19. Number 19 will shoot, and that goes 10 feet wide. Field goal might have been good, but the shot wasn't. Brady Weaselfat moving up to 4. For the Chaos, gets over half. Over half just in time. BTB pass made to Hale. Hale still with the ball. Lots of traffic in front. The pass is over to Dash. Dash will take the shot. And that one went off goalie and out. That stays as Red Bull. Chaos still with the ball. Ball with Dash. Dash makes a pass over to Connor. Connor down to the corner to Carter. Carter with the ball now. Delayed penalty for the Rage here. We're going to see some 4-on-4 action for a couple seconds. And a good rip goes wide. Dick with the shot, and it is saved by Olivia. So we're going to see some 4-on-4 action here for 3 seconds as the Rage, number 25, takes a penalty that he is clearly upset about as he beats himself, saying, "Stupid, stupid." Chaos will have a 1 minute and 57-second power play here. We're starting in the Rage zone. Starting with the ball is number 9, Jet Matisho. And 2-1, officially a 5-on-4 power play for the Chaos. Austin Sheen comes back onto the floor for the power play unit. Up to Sheen. Sheen shoots, and that is saved by Olivia. Austin Sheen over to Carter Kirkhoff. Down low to Hunter Scrovey. Back to Kirkhoff with a shot, which gets deflected out to 14 for the Rage. Still Chaos ball. Goes off goes out off of the Rage. Austin Sheehan scrambling for the ball in the corner. He gets it. Back down the net for Scrovy. That pass is blocked. And now will go into the Rage bench. This will be Rage ball. No Rage player wanted the ball because Chaos is so intimidating, but number 5 does opt to take it. Evan Rieger almost gets the opening back, and he gets it! Taser with the ball, moving down for the Chaos. And we have an injury behind the play. Can we get this on? No, we can't. I'm doing my best. There's a guy laying right there. I just have to take my word for it. Rage player down right now. Don't know what the cause is. I'll try and check. I'm pretty sure his period cramps caught up to him on this one. I'm joking. Still down. Trainer's checking him out. That joke might have been a little offside now that it appears like he's actually injured. But hey. Odds are it's not period cramps. Did he take it in the dick? Oh no. I mean in the testicles, because we're live. Oh. The verdict is number 5 and number 22 for the Chaos were scrambling for the ball. Number 5 fell, number 22 fell on him and accidentally kneed him in the crotch region. So that one will be sore for a while, but nothing should come of it. Unless they're wrong, because it looks like there's a bit of a limp. Either way, this will be the Rage ball. Chaos will be starting on defense. Just defense, no penalties called on that one. Number 23 will start with the ball for the Rage. Oh, I lied to you. Chaos did get a penalty on that one. Number 22, Evan Rieger, will take a 2-minute penalty for I don't really know. I didn't see the call. Number 23 down to number 19. 19 with the ball, looking for someone to pass to. Pressured by number 4, who's Carter Foote, playing against his previous team. Number 55, that is Grant with the ball, moving up the boards. Just putting the shoulder into him. And he gets past Egan. Little cut out, looking for someone to pass to. A little lost here. The ball is in Rage zone with Chaos possession. Devin with the ball here. Devin looking for a pass. Opts to run down the boards. And it is carried by number 5, Michael Dick behind the net. Michael Dick passes to Devin in the corner. Shot a little bit too late. Lydia makes a save either way. Oh, my hand is cramping. That hurts. Number 14 moving down the boards with the ball. And that is stopped. Devin with the ball, passes up. All alone, Michael Dick, and he scores! Big goal by number 5, Michael Dick. Second in the league for points in his rookie season. He's having a phenomenal performance here tonight. He is just behind Austin Sheen, number 11. And that's a good goal there for the Chaos. That's a 4-on-4 even strength goal, but the Chaos will be falling back to the penalty kill now. Hale and number 4 will be going at the draw. Draw is won by the Chaos and picked up by Hale. Hale moved down the floor, looking for someone to pass to. Off the pass to our captain, number 14, that's Parker Forrest. Parker Forrest wanting Devin to get open, doesn't happen. Ends up passing it to number 16, Carter Kirchhoff. Carter walking down with the ball. Hard pressure from number 4. He'll pass over to number 21, Hunter Scrovy. Scrovy scrambles for the ball and comes up with it. Moving in. Shot! And that is saved by Olivia. Rage now with the ball in their own zone. Making their way down the floor. I can't fully see him. I'm doing my best here. Okay, it's right on the boards just below us. Carried by the Rage still. Popped loose. And now it'll be Rage ball as number 15, Deegan, picks it up. Number 15 making his way down the floor. Makes that backdoor pass, and that goes wide. Scrambling in the crease. This will be Chaos ball, starting from their own crease. Logan passes up to number 10, who's Dougie. Ryder Douglas coming down, takes a shot, and off of Jet's head. That's what we like to see there. That'll ring his bell a little bit. That will be Chaos Ball yet. I don't really know how. That shouldn't be Chaos Ball, but it is. Passes up to number 16, Carter Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back to Dick. Dick making a break for it, cuts out, passes up to Sheen. Sheen looking for the lane, gets it, takes a shot, and that is saved by Olivia. Number 2-6 didn't like that one. They're having a couple words beyond the net right now.
2-6 is a high technique.
And number 26 will take the penalty on this one, by the looks of it. Chaos will be taking a 2-minute power play here. The call was holding. I missed the penalty, but the call was holding. It's 2 minutes. Chaos power play here. The ball is given to number 6. That is Devin. Refs having some words, get everything discussed, and game back on. Devin will move down the floor. Devin, pass me to Michael Dick. Michael Dick down to Connor in the corner, back to Michael Dick. Devin with the ball. Sheen, Connor, Devin, BTB pass, back door, and that one is blocked. Good block by number 23 on the Rage. Olivia will carry it out of her own crease, pass it up the floor, caught by Chaos. That is Devin who caught the ball. Moving back down, Connor with a shot, which is saved by Olivia. Scrambling for the loose ball, Austin Sheen comes out with it. That's number 11. Austin Sheen takes the shot, and that was deflected wide. Chaos still with the ball. Connor Materi with the ball. To Dash. She takes a shot off of number 14 of the Rage. That will bump back out. Chaos still with the ball. Devin, number 6 with the ball. Passes out to Austin Sheen. Austin Sheen down to Dash, who goes to Connor in the corner. Back up to Devin. Devin will take the pass, and that one goes off the iron. Close but no cigar on that one. Austin Sheen with the ball, looking for a play. Sees a whole lot of nothing, passes it over to Michael Dick. Michael Dick's, you know what? I'll give it back to you, Sheen. Sheen's like, okay, I'll tuck her away, and that is saved. Shot again, also put away. Number 23, rocking Austin Sheen. That was a good hit. Austin Sheen standing his own ground, and that will be change of possession. Austin Sheen let his tempers fly a little high there, and that'll be Rage ball. Number 10, carrying it up the floor, steps in, pass made, knocked down, and Chaos will knock the ball loose. Over and back, this will be Chaos ball. Ball picked up by number 23, that is Rankins. Ref was late to blow it in, Chaos gets penalized for it, go figure. Back up to number 21, that's Hunter Scobie. Hunter Scobie looking for the pass, pass made to number 6, that is Devin. Devin makes a pass. And that one is knocked loose in the middle. Chaos comes back with the ball. That's carried by Michael Dick. Off the post, looking for the pass, goes off the post. That would have been a lucky goal. Good shot, and that is saved by Olivia. Ball knocked loose, picked back up by Michael Dick. Thank you all for tuning in. We do have more games this weekend, which we should be live for, or next weekend, I apologize. Ball picked up by number 6, Devin. Delayed penalty for the Rage. We take the shot, and that one is saved. Scrambling loose, but Rage does get the whistle. This will be a Chaos power play. Tough to say what's happening so far. I'll try and figure it out for you. What happened there? Well, I didn't see anyone go to the box, but it was number 25, and he's being ejected from the game. I believe that is too many penalties in one game, and he will be ejected for it. So that's the end of the night for number 25. Number 25 will make the long, awkward walk up the tunnel. Having some words with the Chaos bench, clearly unhappy with how things went. This will be a 2-minute power play. Who is that? I believe number Number 13, I believe that was, is serving the penalty for the Rage. I apologize if I got the number wrong, but Devin starting with the ball for the Chaos power play. Pass made. Pass is carried by Dash. Pass back. Dropped by Devin, but he does secure it. Looking for a play. Passes down low to Dash. That is his brother. Back up. Just a bunch of brotherly love right now. Cross to Michael Dick. Michael Dick shoots and scores! Michael Dick! Number 5 for the Chaos. Scoring with the power play goal. Pose, Mikey! Oh, he is scared. He's a little camera shy. But that was a great goal by Michael Dick. Chaos capitalizes early on that power play goal. We will be going back to 5-on-5. Draws between number 10, number 4 for the Rage. And Chaos wins that one. Picked up by number 17, that is Hale. Maxwell Lester. Hale still with the ball, looking for a pass. Doesn't see anyone. Passes back to Jet Matisho. Jet Matisho caught, picked off by number 15, that is Deegan for the Rage. And he is stopped by number 14, that is Parker Forrest. Slips free, and moving down into the Chaos zone. Number 15, still with the ball for the Rage. In the corner, looking for a pass. Pass made up top to number 4. Number 4 for the Rage, sitting with the ball up top. Looking for the play. Pick set by number 19. He gets the ball. Evan Rieger on him. Looking for some time and space. And there will be a shot up close. And Logan will make the save for the Chaos. Number 17 fails to pick up the ball. He's scrambling for it. And he does come up with that one. Hale moving down for the Chaos. Back up to number 11, Austin Sheen for the Chaos. Chaos now set up in the Rage zone. Give and go, and just goes wide. Almost good give and go between Austin Sheen and Devin there, but not quite. Devin with a big swim move, makes the pass, and the pass is dropped.
Mikey sold the clip.
Mikey sold the clip.
Yeah.
All the HUDs saw that one. That is not good for him. Devin, big hit made. Austin Sheen getting a little pushing match. And we got a Rage player down. Trainer coming out on the floor. Connor Materi, number 2 for the Chaos, will take the penalty on that one. I believe that's number 5, slow to his feet for the Rage. Oh. My apologies, that is... If he could straighten his arm, I'd be able to tell his number, but I don't have a really clue. Either way, this will be a power play for the Rage. Whether it's 5 or 2 minutes, I don't know. 4-minute power play for the Rage. They get a chance to capitalize late here. Score is 16-3. Licky caught you looking. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game. What do we think about this man here? We like him, yeah. She had never been scratched.
I'm the 5th point getter on Chaos.
Just tuning in now. Score is 16-3 for the Chaos. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third. The Rage starts on their 4-minute power play, starting with number 23. Pass across to, I didn't see the number. Shot made by the number 4, gets knocked wide. Number 15 with the ball. Number 15, looking for the shot. Passes across to number 4. Number 4 with the lane, drops the ball, and the ball's knocked loose. Number 19 recovers the ball for the Rage. Rage with the ball, looking for a pass. Up top to X. Number 23 takes a shot, and that also goes wide. The ball will go across half. That'll be an over and back against the Rage. That'll be Chaos ball. Chaos with a commanding lead here in the third period, and little time running. Number 16 has Carter Kirkhoff with the ball. Passes across to Jet, number 9 for the Chaos. Back to, that's Michael Dick. Michael Dick with the ball. He's had a couple goals this game so far. Looking for another. Across to Austin Sheen. And he doesn't quite get that one. Austin Sheen and caught another pushing match. I don't know how that's not an interference. And we got the pushing and shoving. We got a big pushing and shoving match. And that will be a penalty against the Rage. Number 23 takes a selfish penalty when they need it the least. That is a selfish penalty from number 23 with little time remaining and a power play on the board. My apologies. Number 16 for the Chaos, Carter Kirchhoff, also got a penalty somehow.
Everybody chat with free Carter Kirchhoff.
Can they get some free Carter Kirchhoffs in the chat? Yo, let's get a little chaotic in here. Let's get some chaotics in the chat too. That'd be greatly appreciated. Either way, this will be remaining at 5-on-4 as those were coincidentals. 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. And it will remain that way until the 2:57 runs out as well. Or oh, and we're getting chaotic. Very little time left in this game because we're commanding lead. 23 is out of here. We'll see you later. Goodbye. I got yelled at. The ref didn't like that. I don't know if he's going to give me a penalty, but I don't think he'd give me a penalty anymore. Either way. Yeah. We're going to 4-on-3. It will start as Chaos ball. Chaos will be on the one-man deficit, despite... I don't know what I'm going to say. Brain blank there. The guys take a 5-minute penalty, and that penalty will sit for the remainder of the game. Thank you guys all for tuning in. If you're just tuning in now, 4 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the third. We got a couple penalties on the board. Chaos with commanding lead, 16-3. It's been a pretty intense match of lots of pushing and shoving, fighting, fists thrown, emotions high. But Chaos is heavily prevailing with a 13-goal lead with very little time remaining in this game.
Oh yeah, I got you.
2 Rage players have been kicked out of the game in the past 5 minutes, both for having too many penalties to my knowledge.
Oh, Logan!
We'll wait for the coaches to have a word.
Flick up! Yeah!
Yeah, there we go. Logan!
Yeah!
Get an eye for the team, yeah! Parker Forrest still waiting at center for the ball. But the coaches are still unhappy. They're arguing as if any score will change. I believe this game's kind of locked up and we should just run down the clock. But hey, have your way. This has been a good game. We will have more games next weekend if you'd like to tune in. We'll get pretty chaotic there as well.
2 home games, you pack the barn.
Yep, 2 home games. Make sure to pack the barn Saturday and Sunday. I believe one is against the Bandits. We're on Saturday. No, I believe we're both home.
I also heard Asher's giving free lessons to the first 50 guys.
Save made by Olivia. Lots of pushing and shoving.
26!
Number 14 for the Chaos will keep his emotions low. He'll contain his emotions, and number 26 should be taking the penalty here. Chaos should be going back to even. Lots of pushing and shoving behind the play. I'm sure some unkind words were exchanged there. Tough to say what happened. And 26 will be kicked out as well. So that is now 3 players for the Rage kicked out within the last 5 minutes. I mean, I guess when you got no more chance of winning, do whatever you can to send a message. Unfortunately, the message is not being sent, and it's just giving Chaos more chances to score goals. So we will go back to 3-on-3. I believe somehow number 14, Parker Forrest, is managing to get kicked out as well. The ref said he's just giving 10s, even though number 14 did nothing. Number 14 did a good job containing his emotions. Still got penalized. Might as well just throw a couple fists at that point, I suppose. Either way, time running low, scores running high. Chaos will be taking a win. The only question is, how much will the win be by? Let's not. The ref didn't like that idea. Number 6, Devin, starting with ball for the Chaos. We're still 3-on-4. I'm not sure what the calls were there, but no one more is in the box. Michael Dick with the ball. He'll be sitting up top. Goes for a cut. Gets in, looking for the lane, and he'll cut back out. Pass made to Dash. Dash number 12 for the Chaos. Staying with the ball up high. Pass made to Devin, number 6 for the Chaos. He makes his way down, looking for the lane, takes a shot, and that is easily saved by Olivia. Olivia looking for the pass. Will be made to number 15. Number 22 almost had a breakaway there, and his shot goes wide. Grant, number 55 for the Chaos, will pick up the ball. I believe that's knocked loose. Never mind, Grant is chugging along. Chaos has the ball back in the rage zone. Both teams set up here. Look for another Chaos push. Maybe put another one up on the board. Chaos with the ball. Number 5, Michael Dick. Across to number 11, Austin Sheen. Austin Sheen shoots, and that's saved by Olivia. Austin Sheen will pass the ball up to number 6. That is Devin. Chaos still with the ball. Pass made to number 5. That's Michael Dick. Michael Dick shoots it off the post. Right up the iron. That was a close one. We'll get a reset off that. And Chaos will go back to work. Number 6, Devin still with the ball. Letting time tick down a little bit. Number 22 for the Rage isn't a big fan of it. And that is another penalty for the Rage. Devin with the shot. And he scores! Number 6 for the Chaos will get another goal. Score, the lead is now extended 17-3 for the Chaos. They're taking a commanding lead here in the third with only 2 minutes remaining. That penalty will be canceled for the Rage as Chaos already capitalized. Then we got your score clock updated. See if we can get one more up on the board here. It's been a good, hard-fought game today. Chaos just showing that they are the more skilled team in this matchup. Ball knocked by number 19. And here we have the draw, won by the Chaos. Picked up by Maxwell Lester. Carried up the floor. He is all alone. Looking for that lane. Cuts out. Pass made. Oh, never mind. I thought it was. Still carried by Hale Maxwell Lester. Pass made to number 9, Jet Matisho. Jet Matisho, pass made to Michael Dick. That is number 5 for the Chaos. Pass in the middle. That is dropped. Hale Maxwell Lester drops the pass. Number 5, Michael Dick back for the ball. Pass made to Jet Matisho with the shot. And that one goes wide. This will be over and back. This will be Rage ball in the Chaos zone. Minute 40 remaining in this game here. Hopefully we can get this one over with quick. His tripod is really key, so I apologize for the shaky angles. Dude, this is so fun. This is hilarious. Number 15, pass made to number 4. Number 4 for the Rage with the ball. Pass made to number 2. Number 2 with the ball. Someone pass 2. The Rage captain, look at the shot. She'll pass to number 2. Number 2 takes the shot, and she will have her shot saved by Logan Thompson makes the pass up. Pass is going wide, and she caught by number 2. Caught number 2. I don't really know what's happening here. I'm doing my best here. Very little time here. I believe we're just going to let their clock run down a bit. No need to add a little insult to injury. And that shot. Number 29 for the Rage will pick up the ball. I believe he'll just let these final seconds tick out. Or, yep, and they'll just stand here. The final seconds tick out. So your final score will be 17-3 for the Chaos as we take another big win. Thank you all for tuning in. We got chaotic. We'll see you next time. Yeah.
Peace out, Chaos Nation.
Yeah. Good game for the Chaos. And that will be your final score. We'll leave it at that.
Grab the, grab the I'll be like Jack.
Oh, I'm supposed to win that?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it on still?
Hey, how do you end the live?
I don't know. I think I just did. I think I did.